go back down quickly to Heather.
Manti, this must be a bittersweet night, emotional week, losing your grandmother and your girlfriend on Tuesday. How would you describe your emotions on the field tonight?
I mean, they were with me, you know, so I mean, I couldn't do it without them. I couldn't do it without the support of my family and my girlfriend's family. And I'm so grateful for, you know, all the love and the support that all the fans, both Michigan State and Notre Dame, and, you know, fans around the world for, you know, just supporting me and my family and my girlfriend's family. And I miss them. I miss them. But I know that I'll see them again one day.
I can't imagine what you're going through, and you played inspired on the field with an interception, over 10 tackles. You came in with a challenge to stop Le'Veon Bell. How did you do it?
I mean, you know, Le'Veon Bell is he's a good athlete. You know, he's proven himself, and you know, I did it with the help of my teammates. You know, my teammates really came out here and dominated, and you know, and really wanted to get after it. So, you know, with the help of my team, you know, we really came out with the win, and I'm so happy that I had the chance to honor my grandma and my family and my girlfriend. So, you know, that's what it's all about, family.
Manti, a courageous night, and our thoughts are certainly with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Brent?
Thank you, Heather. Manti Te'o, the defensive player of this game, standing tall with a heavy heart here tonight. And the Irish pull to 3-0 and head home to play Michigan next Saturday night. Again, our final score, 20-3. Notre Dame beats Michigan State. Next week on Saturday Night Football on ABC, it's an ACC rivalry. Clemson takes on Florida State in Tallahassee at 8 p.m. Eastern. We thank you for watching ESPN Saturday Night Football on ABC. ESPN, the home of the Discover BCS National Championship game. The Irish go on the road and get it done in East Lansing. Now we take you to the studio for the Ford wrap-up. Here's Robert Flores. Robert?
Frame the Pac-12 stretch run. This could be the first of two collisions here between these two programs. And let's hear from Michael Penix. Now back to Holly.
Michael Penix, they stopped you on 4th down and goal. You were frustrated after that stop. How did you come back in and find the will to win this game?
Man, I just got to give credit to the man upstairs. I thank God for everything. He put me through and allowed me to get to the spot I am today, man. And it was a tough game, but I knew we'll be able to pull it off. Just had to continue to keep executing, keep pushing. I'm just super excited.
You hear the sound, Purple Rain. It's bringing tears to your eyes, Michael. How hard has this journey been for you? You were hurt again today. How have you withstood all of it, young man?
Like I said, it's all God. I couldn't do it without him. I'm just blessed. I'm just ready to go celebrate.
I know your mom and dad couldn't be here last year. They were watching your little brother, but they are in this stadium tonight. What does that mean to you?
It means the world. I had like 20 people come, 22 people came to support me for my family. And I appreciate them. They come support all the time. The rest of Husky Nation, always supporting. And I just so proud and just so proud of this team. And, you know, I just thank God for everything that he allowed me to have.
Go soak this in, young man. Go soak it in.
Thank you.
Man, is that a powerful, beautiful thing that sports can provide. We try to tell you Penix's story, you know, all the injuries, all the lonely months, the rehab, the doubting about you're ever going to get a chance, and then to come, Kirk, to Washington and get a rebirth and be able to have a moment like this as the rain is falling in Seattle.
Well, that's college football right there. You know, that to see Michael Penix, the emotion, how much this means to these players in a rivalry game. And then look out at that scene. I mean, look at this. This you don't get this. I do Thursday night NFL football, and I love it. But you do not get this unless it's a Saturday in college football. Look at this, man. And Michael Penix, good for you, battling through so much adversity. To have this moment for your team, being that leader, tremendous.
I agree. I haven't seen it on Monday either. There's nothing like the sport of college football. One of the great rivalries, not enough attention paid to it around the country. If you're from the West Coast, you know how precious this is for the guys in purple. May have to do it again in Vegas in the Pac-12 championship game. USC will have something to say about that, and the Huskies will visit the Coliseum in 3 weeks. They got Arizona State here at Stanford, heavily favored in both those games, and then a Penix-Caleb Williams showdown in Los Angeles. Trojans got to go to Eugene. Ducks very much alive, but this is a wonderful showcase for the Pac-12 this year.
No doubt about it. And this is as you just went through there, Chris, it's a gauntlet. It requires staying power, and we're going to be along for the ride all the way through. It's going to be fun to see where we are by the time we get to December.
Bo Nix was brilliant himself, but this quarterback duel eventually won by Michael Penix Jr.
Whew. No, I think the first thing I want to say is I want to thank my O-line first. Sadiq, Adrian, Ed, Lloyd, D-Lou, Austin, Badara, Thad, our tight end with the chips, for guys like Chase. Those guys have been unbelievable this year, and I couldn't have done it without them. I got so many weapons on the outside: Terrace, Jamar, Justin. I mean, those guys have been unbelievable. All my teammates have supported me, welcomed me with open arms. Kid from Ohio, coming down to the Bayou and welcomed me as brothers, and it's been so awesome. I want to thank the Heisman people for a great weekend. Thank you for allowing me to be here, and as well as my family. And it's an honor to stand on the same stage as all of you guys. I grew up watching most of you, and it's just an honor to be on the same stage, eat dinner with you guys. It's been so awesome, and you've all been so kind to me. My parents, like Tom said, my dad had first time in 51 years that he wasn't a player or a coach, and him retiring this year has been, a dream come true for me and my family. My brother's in the audience, my mom. I'm just so thankful for LSU and Ohio State, playing at two of the best programs in the country, great coaches both places. It's my journey. I wouldn't have traded it for anything in the world. I think the story of this Heisman Trophy, with me, Justin, Jalen, and Chase, we have three transfers who've all had different stories. It's three great players, and both of those guys have pushed through adversity. It's awesome hearing their stories and sharing this weekend with them. I tried to leave a legacy of hard work and preparation and loyalty and dedication everywhere I go. And I'm surrounded by such great people that make that so easy. Great strength coaches. Coach Mick is in the audience, my strength coach from Ohio State, and Coach Moffitt is watching from home, and they've made me a great person and a great player, and so much better because of them. Coming from Southeast Ohio, it's a very, very impoverished area, and the poverty rate is almost 2 times the national average, and there's so many people there that don't have a lot, and I'm up here for all those kids in Athens and in Athens County that go home to not a lot of food on the table, hungry after school. You guys can be up here too. I'd like to thank Louisiana, the entire state. Like I said earlier, just a kid from Ohio coming down chasing a dream. And the entire state has welcomed me and my family with open arms and invited us in to be native Louisianians. I've learned to love crawfish and gumbo, and during crawfish season, Coach O makes sure we have pounds and pounds and pounds of crawfish during that year. Coach O. You have no idea what you mean to my family. I didn't play for 3 years. You took a chance on me, not knowing if I could play or not. And I'm forever grateful for you. Can you imagine a guy like Coach O giving me the keys to his football program? He just means so much to me and my family. And to LSU, I sure hope they give him a lifetime contract. He deserves it. And then Coach Joe, Coach Steve, Coach Munoz, all here. You guys have helped me through so much, understanding the game, putting so much on my plate that I couldn't ask for a better group of coaches. Help me be successful. So thank you to everyone here. There's so many people that I should thank, and unfortunately I just don't have the time. But those people know what they mean to me and my family, and so when I lift this trophy again, it's for LSU, Ohio State, Southeast Ohio, and
point of view. One of the most important things about social justice is the fact that players now have the courage to openly discuss it. We've come a long way. It's about time. My thoughts are, doesn't mean anything if nothing tangible comes from it. The challenge now is listening to the players and this possible discussions following reasonable requests. Listen to them and reasonable requests. That's my point.
Yeah, LC, I think that I agree with all of what you guys are saying. It's remarkable to see players have an opportunity to come together, and that this show and Maria's given them that platform to be able to express how they feel. And I think it's great. I also think that if you're a white player in these locker rooms, I think it's incumbent upon you to really help with the change. I saw Dylan Bowles there from Stanford involved. And I think, Trevor Lawrence at Clemson has been involved. I think it's one thing to have rallies. It's one thing to skip a practice because of social injustice. It's one thing for the NBA and the NFL to miss games, to make a statement. Those things are great. But my question is, what's next? What does that lead to? You go back to practice the next day. What will lead to change? And I really think, I was talking to David Shaw, the head coach at Stanford, who really, he and I had a great talk. I love listening to his wisdom and his thoughts. And he shared a quote to me and reminded me from Benjamin Franklin. He said, justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. And I think that's what I mean when I think the black community is hurting. If you've listened, and the word empathy and compassion over these last 4 months, how do you listen to these stories and not feel pain and not want to help? You know what I mean? It's like wearing a hoodie and putting your hands at 10 and 2. Oh God, I better look out because I'm wearing Nike gear. Like what? What are we talking about? And so you can't relate to that if you're white, but you can listen and you can try to help
because this is not okay. It's just not.
It's not.
And we got to do better, man. We got to like lock arm in arm and be together in a football locker room. That stuff is gone. Those barriers are gone. And we got to do better.
It's one of the things and why sports can be such a leader in this area. It's happened throughout history, dating back to Jesse Owens and Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali, and the number of changes that have been instituted and awareness brought to because of sports. And there's a lot of good going on in college football. I know that even the Navy players have met with police departments. There is hope. But the number one thing we all have to do is make sure our hearts are tender. And